Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Capri and today I'm going to tell you about how I made over $5,000 off of Etsy. If that's something that you might be interested in doing or trying or just hearing about, then please continue to watch this video and subscribe to my channel, of course. Alright, so what I did was I started off with 5 to 10 items that I found on wholesale websites that I'm like, okay, I know I can resell these things on top of my own products like my nails and lashes and stuff that I sell personally. Once I contacted the vendors, the people who sell these wholesale items are considered vendors. Once you contact them, you build some type of relationship with them. I would write my vendors like, hey, if I order so-and-so, maybe like 10 plus items, can you offer faster shipping services as far as FedEx or DHL or whatever they have? And most likely they're going to say yes. And then from there, you just purchase your items. Or you can go about it another way. You can contact them like, hey, I'm going to do drop shipping. Do you offer that? And they will say yes. And that's basically where you sell something yourself. Like say I'm going to sell a wig. I'll purchase the wig from the seller without physically purchasing it. Like I'll buy it off of them, but I'll put it on my site for a different price. So when somebody buys it from me, I'll go to them and just have the wig shipped directly to the customer. If that makes sense. Like basically you're the middleman, but you get things shipped directly to them from your vendor without having to buy all of this product at one time, which I feel like is a lot easier as well if you feel like you're not going to get rid of product in a quicker, like in a quick time frame. Like instead of buying 10 wigs and I'm just holding on to 10 wigs, I can just buy them one at a time and my vendor can sell them to you or ship them to you when you buy them, you know? What else? So I was doing that. I had about 5 to 10 items on my Etsy site for a while. And the items were doing pretty good actually. They still are. And then eventually I'm like, you know what, let's up the odds, you know? Like so I started going through my sellers or my vendors. A lot of wholesale sites like in Turkey, China, everywhere but the United States, they have this thing called Yupo. It's like YUPOO, Yupo. And it's just basically like an online magazine of the items that specific vendors sell. You can't buy anything off of there, but you can see what the product looks like and what they have to offer. So you'll contact them. They'll most likely send you their Yupo link and you can just see what they have. So I'm just going through a few different vendors pages and I'm like, you know what, there's a lot of good stuff on here. Like there still is like a lot of good stuff on there that you just take the pictures and you post them. And obviously when somebody buys the things that you posted, you just contact them directly like, hey, can you send me a link for this? A lot of things I would recommend, like for a few items I couldn't find myself, so I was contacting the seller and they would tell me something like, oh, if you pay me Western Union, I'll send. No. If you pay me PayPal, I'll send. No. No. We're not doing that. Like there's no paper trail of what you're really getting. So I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you have like a good relationship. Like this one seller, I probably purchased so far like maybe 90 items off of her from things being shipped directly to me and then me doing the drop shipping. And with her, I would do that because we've obviously made a lot of money together. But with new vendors, it's just like scam likely, you know? What else would I recommend? So I would recommend getting a few different items. Like I said, I started off with about 5 to 10 and now I'm at about 36 items. Try to stay very active on your Etsy page. Obviously right now with the COVID situation, shipping is very delayed. So you have to allow your customers, not allow, but you have to advise your customers to allow time for shipping. They will purchase something today and then be contacting you tomorrow about their product. And it's just like, no, you need to allow time for your item to be shipped. No, for your item to be processed and handled and then shipped. That's why like on my Etsy page, I have in details, like for shipping, you can put what you want. And I have mine for 1 to 2 weeks. And that's just for processing and handling, not even including shipping. So when customers complain like, oh, how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take? It's like, oh, you should have read the fine print. It clearly states to allow 1 to 2 weeks for your shipping and handling. Please allow some time. But it's fine. Some of my customers have already gotten like their products, like the first customers, they've already gotten the product that they brought. So it's not really too much of a process, maybe like 2.5 weeks. It sucks for people that are buying things now, trying to get them for Christmas for whatever reason. I don't know why they think it's going to be here for Christmas, but let them purchase it, and you just advise them the shipping information, give them their tracking numbers. And I have no control over shipping. I do apologize due to COVID. Shipping is delayed, but when you receive your product, let me know so that I can contact my vendor, let them know that the purchase has been received. Yeah, my customer service skills are based off of the customer, so please don't mind me. What else would I recommend? I don't know. I would recommend not to take it to the extreme, like not to get so frustrated about the things that are out of your control, if that makes sense. Like, I can't control shipping, so I'm not going to stress when a customer is like, oh, I'm going to report you to Etsy because I haven't gotten my things. Let them report you. You've done nothing wrong, I promise you. What else? Stay active. So in China, their time frame in Turkey, if you get sellers or vendors that are in Turkey, their time frame is different for us. So while we're sleeping, they're up working, like they're processing and shipping out orders. It's been many times where you will wake up and you're like, oh, your order has been shipped at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's because over there it's daylight, they're working. So most of the time I'm up, I'm usually up anyway, but most of the time I'm up late night working on my orders because this is the time that I have to contact my vendors via WhatsApp. This is the time that they're sending me their shipping information. I don't know, I just like working late night is better because this is the time that I can update all of my tracking information for my orders from days ago. Usually when you place an order with a vendor, they'll give you the tracking information right away. I usually wait about 2 or 3 days before I input it into my Etsy account, just because I don't want to give the customer the shipping information right away and it's still in China. So usually I wait until it says that it's hit our country before I provide the shipping information, just to be like a little bit, it's like less stress for the customer. Those are basically all the tips that I can think of right now. If you guys have any questions, or if I didn't clearly explain something to you, then please leave your questions down below. And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'm so sorry. I look crazy. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already, please like and subscribe, and also ring the notification bell so that you're notified when I post new content. And everybody have a blessed day and happy holidays.